Hey guys, and welcome to Camo'sPlace. We're going to be playing more of Horizon Forbidden West. This game looks beautiful, it's great to play so far. Really excited to see how we come along in this storyline. If this is the first time you've been on my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Please leave any hints or tips or any comments down below. And let's jump back into it. Alright, the point of the lands. Examine the orb that contains Hades. Alright, before we jump into that, we've got no skill points. Yeah, we've got a couple of things from our notebook. Outfits, we only have the one. How do I edit? Slot locked. How do I unlock these slots? Probably still too early yet. Hey guys. Now, I did notice. What's that?
Is that a statue of me?
Oh, is it?
That's new.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I guess I should be flattered by the statue. It feels wrong. Especially when my job's only half done.
Okay. Let's go. Point of the lance.
I've got a bad feeling about this. I could pull this thing out of me. What? Transmission.
It's corrupted.
No, he wouldn't. He couldn't. Something was transmitted from the top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there.
Well, looks like that's the way up there.
Maybe I can jump to that ledge behind me.
Okay, that worked. Still a few little tutorial things. Obviously, I've got to climb up here.
Should be able to jump back and reach those ropes behind me.
No, I didn't want to do that. So this one's turn around. Okay, let's try that. Maybe because I was facing the other way. Okay, what am I firing at though?
I should be able to pull that crane closer.
There.
There we go.
Alright, nice.
Now, how to cross over to the spire. Looks like I can use my pullcaster on that. Should be able to get up there now.
Okay.
I thought Silence was helping me when he gave me his lance. But it looks like he tricked me. Transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades? Why would he do that? Well, if I can figure out where he sent it, I can track him down. Hopefully the transmission note at the top will tell me. Well, doesn't look like I can keep climbing this way.
Alright. Reach out, L, tap A. Okay, let's try this side.
Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside?
Wow. That was a huge jump.
An elevator? Let's see.
Access lift activated.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
The whole thing is opening up. Wonder what the Carja will make of this. There's the note. Sword of the Far West. Bastard.
Well, Aloy, I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the lance to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless. You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. But why don't take one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding?
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West, and learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you, all right.
Yes. Well, the coordinates make it simple enough. Even for you.
Oh. Silence.
There's no other choice. Better let Varl and Murad know what I found.
You went inside it, and it transformed. Almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it. The Tanakh, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated, and indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tenakth might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please?
Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace, but I thought you would prefer
Bring
them,
please.
please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but I... Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick. Better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Try it on.
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
Learn more about your characters from the past. Navigate to the character bar
I
section.
need to attach the master override to my new spear. Should be a workbench around here I can use.
Okay, let's speak to these guys.
Shipments continue to arrive.
Might be side quests or something like that.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger, twice the size, covered in gold and jewels. But I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger, but it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Tenakth territory.
By the sun, the Tenakth? Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
Years of hostility?
When you say years of hostility, I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. Asaram, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tenakth. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after that was tricky.
Hope for peace?
How did you get the Tenakth to talk again after the war?
The same way I got you to talk. By giving gifts.
The Tenakth like tiaras?
More like medals, spices, and relics looted during the fighting. We've met with them on several occasions, and the gifts seem to have eased the tension. But this coming embassy is the most important yet. The best sign we've had so far that the Tenakth want lasting peace.
Embassy?
What makes this coming embassy so special?
Oh, just like today, it is special because of the guest. Our delegation will meet with the Tenakth just outside Barren Light. We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner. Vashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier. Don't you mean raider?
No, not in this case. Vashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
Vashav.
Your cousin, Vashav. How long has he been a Tanakh captive?
Vashav, I mean.
5 years? Tanakh emissaries swear he is well, but I wonder. That tribe is renowned for its brutality. How did he survive? Well, I'll know soon enough. If you see him before I do, tell him that I await him in Meridian, where he belongs.
If I see him, I will.
Itaman.
Itaman looks happy.
You got him out of Sunfall. Any happiness he has, he owes to you. He's turning into a fine young man, which he'll need to be if he's to inherit the crown.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours first?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen. Murad keeps throwing noble matches at me, but I find I'm always trying to make them into someone they're not. At any rate, I never aspired to the throne, and I don't wish to sit there forever. When Itaman comes of age, I hope to step aside. Free of the crown. I might finally be able to travel the world. Who knows? Perhaps even accompany you on one of your adventures.
You make it sound easy.
Time to go.
I need to get going.
One moment, Aloy. There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
But it has to be. The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again. I'm not trying to stop you, or hold you back, but I need to know. When your mission is over, will you return to Meridian? And stay? Long enough for us to spend time, to get to know each other properly, perhaps.
Okay, Flashpoint. Offer moments of emotional choice. How Aloy expresses her personality is up to you. Choose Fist, and Aloy will confront the challenge directly. Choose Brain, and Aloy will use her insight to find a clever, less obvious approach. Choose Heart, and Aloy will express compassion or give voice to her deepest convictions. Ooh, now's not the time, I reckon.
Avad, the situation calls for a higher perspective. The threat I'm facing endangers not just Meridian, but a lot of other places too. A lot of innocent people. What happens between us, it's not important. At least, not yet.
You're right. I'm acting like a fool. It's supposed to be the king who calls for a higher perspective. Please accept my apology. And my wishes for your success. Goodbye, Aloy. As always, our hopes ride with you.
Alright, there's another exclamation mark.
Looks like a memorial.
Brother!
Honoring those who fell in the Battle of the Elite. Lots of brave people defended this place from Hades. Machine carcasses. Remnants from the Battle of the Elite.
Ho there!
We were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled. But we pushed through.
Okay, who's this?
Dowager Queen Nasadi.
Blessed champion. Itaman, what do you say?
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
You said it fine, Itamen. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
Itamen.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives, champion, and we will not forget. May the sun light your way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion.
Alright, modify your spear. Talk to your friends, optional, so we did some talking. Okay, workbench. Alright, better go up there to modify our spear. And there's more people to talk to.
There, the workbench.
Let's grab this first.
What is this, Vanasha?
Uthid, Vanasha. Thanks for being here.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she?
For the moment. But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to, and it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
No, Huntress. Please. You don't have to justify yourself to us. You saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Always.
How have you been?
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military advisor. That means people actually have to listen to him talk. May the sun bless their sorry souls.
At least I say something of substance every once in a while.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were talking.
And how about you, Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Itamen. 2 parts bodyguard, 1 part...
Bad influence.
Huh. I was gonna say nanny, but I like your version better.
The Shadow Kaja.
It's been months since I was in Sunfall. What's become of the Shadow Karja?
After you wiped out the eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow. So the commoners cleaned out the citadel and handed it back to him. The Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uthid to take command of the garrison there, but Captain Cuddly here refused. Rumor has it that he wanted to stay close to me here in Meridian.
That's nonsense, of course.
Alright, farewell.
Well, I know. You're out. Go! Away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always a pleasure. But please, little Huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
Right, here's the workbench. Spear upgrade. Installs the Master Override and new module to enable the build-up and release of kinetic energy in combat. Let's craft it. Nice. Anything else I can craft?
Okay. Master Override installed. Plus, something new. To store up and release energy. Resonator. Should help in a fight.
Alright, return to Marad.
Sister!
And
over here!
Who was that?
Hope to catch you soon.
Light melee and heavy melee? Oh, that's a chunky one. didn't know about the hold and charge up. I wonder if you could do that in the first one.
Aloy, are you finished with your friends, or do you need more time?
Let's go.
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight. Head out in the morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
Am I the one to hold this crown of ash and salt? Their kindness calls to me. I have to block it out. My voice has grown so somber. These words don't seem like mine, but the iron won't subside. No matter what I try. Am I raindrops in the flood? In this emptiness, in the storm? If I falter, if I fall, the wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the flood? Her voice calls me forth through darkness unknown. My heart with silence burns through solemnness and bone. The edge beyond the shore, this weight of root and rot. I long to reach the other, to find the path we lost. Am I raindrops in the flood? In this emptiness, in the storm? If I'm broken, if I'm torn, the wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the
Wow, that's just the start of the game. That's just phenomenal.
Sparks to steel. Never seen anyone use one of those to get around.
Is that how I get to Barren Light?
Yes, I mean usually, but not today. Not yet.
And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
I can handle machines.
Oh, I'm sure you can, but I'm under strict orders not to operate until the whistle down at Chainscrape sounds the all clear.
Look, I didn't come all this way just to stand around and wait. I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Well, but then who would crank it back up? Fine, fine. Though, should anyone ask, it might be best to say you forced me.
I see smoke, but not a lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones, and lots of them. Bristlebacks, they're called. Strangeness is, they're not native to the Daunt. Just showed up, all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Well, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. Boss of Chainscrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
Yeah, well, I'm just passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
You should have said. That ain't gonna happen no time soon.
What are you talking about?
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja's Sun Priest. Cranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man, or so he says. That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it. Ha!
Great.
If you don't do as I say immediately, the Sun King himself shall hear of your insolence. Thanks to you, I was forced to spend the night shivering in the tent. Exposed to attack, I might have died. Oh, me you refused to transport, but not this... what? This Nora girl? This savage? Aside, scallywag.
Wadis. That's Aloy.
Studious Wadis.
Aloy, you know, savior of Meridian.
Really? Well, that lessens the insult, I suppose.
I came here for the embassy at Barren Light. Way I hear it, so did you.
Well, not with the valley infested. And so did Ahriman, proclaim the Sun Priests most precious and worthy of safekeeping. See, Scripture. I shall head to Barren Light when the captain of the Vanguard tells me the way is clear, and not a moment sooner.
Fine. Captain's a friend of mine, you know? Where is Erend? Wouldn't mind speaking to someone a little more action, a little less scroll.
Wadis.
Studious Wadis.
Studious Wadis sent Aaron and another vanguard out at daybreak to clear the way.
And so at daybreak...
Hey! Shh. Down the valley, then?
Yeah, said they checked the ruins on the left bank for tracks. Take it from there.
Okay. I hear there's a work stoppage. Any way to upgrade my gear?
I'll bet the smith in Chainscrape would let you use his workbench. As for the bristlebacks, you might want to craft some acid arrows. Hitting their canisters with those will take them down quick.
Thanks. I'll find Aaron and I'll bring him back. Hey! Where do you think you're going?
What, to the top of the ridge? To wait in safety?
Sorry. Operator's under strict orders. No passengers till the whistle blows, right?
That's right. Best start cranking.
Why?
Why?
Jorf, would you kindly escort Studious to Chainscrape and wait for me there?
You got it.
I will find Erend, and I will help clear a path. But after that, no more excuses. Barren Light. Embassy.
If such be the will of the sun.
It will be. Trust me.
Alright. Crafting acid arrows.
I gotta find Erend. But it might be good to hit Chainscrape first and upgrade my bow.
Alright. Map. Chainscape first. We're gonna upgrade the bow, but we're gonna loot the shit out of this place first, right? What's this? Data point? I wonder if that, does that like highlight things quicker? I think it did. I can't climb this. The old fireplaces. Right. I've got to work out how this stash works.
Those machines must have torn through this camp. This way there definitely isn't safe. If I find where these machines are made, I might learn how to override them.
Right. Oops. Oh, good hit, buddy. Watch this though. Ooh. Nice.
Getting somewhere.
Nice. Let's pick all this stuff up. I wasn't looking for a fight. But anyway, we had one. We were the victors, thank goodness. Would have been a bit embarrassing. Alright, let's go to Chainscape first. We need to upgrade our bow. What's that? Oh. Something blue over there. I reckon blue means good. Green shines silver.
Gemstone. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. I wonder if merchants would be interested.
Hidden all over the world, green shine can be used for upgrading certain weapons and outfits or trading with specific merchants. Cool.
Dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe it must be chain scrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. I'd be able to tinker with my other gear too.
Let's do it. Barren light. Let's grab this.
You look edible. Once you're cooked.
Let's see how we can upgrade our bow.
Outlander approaching. That the savior?
Wanna come in, savior?
Yep.
Welcome to Chainscrape, savior.
Open up, guys. Jor's orders.
Good enough for me.
Good enough for me. Why is the sound cut out every so often?
About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
No, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him.
Yeah.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh.
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
Ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this old one guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Alright, so it seems like it's a little bit glitchy through that bit. There it is. Alright, frost blasting. Oh yeah. Hunter bow. Don't have a... Right, so I have to do this one first. Alright, nice. Acid Hunter arrows. Let's see if I can do this one. Okay, and I can't do the third. Let's create job. No. Alright, let's upgrade this baby. Nice. Weapon stats improved. Weapon stats improved. And... hey, we get an empty coil slot. Nice. Fully upgraded. Alright, let's do the outfit. Nice. Okay, so we need a fanghorn antler. We're running out of shards. That's cool. I can craft a trap, that's fine. I can hold 3. Pouch upgrades. This is... oh, we need boar hide. Boar hide, squirrel hide. Okay, so we've got to go hunting. What's his special gear? Can I craft anything else? No, I can't. Nice. An ammo that deals acid damage is now available in your inventory. Use your focus to scan enemies to see what they are, if they are weak to acid. Hitting enemies with acid will build up to the corroded state. Once in this state, an enemy armor takes damage over time and has reduced damage resistance. Shoot acid canisters with acid arrows to detonate them and trigger a large elemental explosion. Alright, sweet. A coil slot has been unlocked for one of your weapons. Coils can be equipped on weapons to improve their performance. Tap X when viewing the weapon in your inventory to modify its coils. Oh yeah, here we go. These are jobs and all that, nice.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Aaron and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Let's craft those while I'm here. Alright, go to Aaron's last known location. So now we've got question marks and...
Yeah, you!
Yeah, what?
Took you long enough.
Is it me?
Really? I told him. I didn't want it.
So we've got a couple of exclamation marks ahead of us.
I shall not dignify that with an answer. Even though a bit early for you to be up and about, isn't it?
So let's just quickly go in here. There's going to be...
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Alvan's people.
Are Alvan's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Olven discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, no trouble.
This place?
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. More than ale.
About the food.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olven or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around. Okay.
If you say so.
Alright, cool. Now we've got some
Already
air.
got enough bitter leaf. Just need to hunt for some wild meat and grab a metal panel from a scoundrel pile.
Just collect this while we're here. Alright, what's around here?
Hey, Ray. Change your mind about that face?
Oh, you can there's mini games in here. That is so cool. Should we give it a try?
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh?
Yep.
Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Let's give it a go. It's pretty cool. Beginner set.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Mm-hmm.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first.
Okay.
Since this is your first time, I'll let you go.
Oh, thanks.
Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
Okay.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points.
Okay.
This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Yeah.
Knew you were a smart one. Finished? Not pulling any punches, huh?
Well, you
now
told me
grab
to.
that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine?
Yeah.
You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. If you sprint, you'll be able to reach my machine.
Okay.
Try sprinting up to one of my machines.
I just did that.
Go ahead, just sprint over to my machine. If you sprint, you'll be able to reach my...
That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, maybe go here.
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean.
Okay, let's overcharge. Now we attack.
Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Gotta rotate that machine if you want to attack my piece. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth.
Ah.
Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces.
Yep.
That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Let's go. Cool. Thank you. Let's go.
You know where to find me, Red.
Thank you. Alright.
You know what we need?
Let's get out of here. Alright, let's save, and you know what? I'm going to leave the episode here. So guys, see you in the next episode. where we'll just keep building our foundations. Alright guys, speak to you soon. Bye.